Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're going to be talking about the whole Mercury Steam debacle that's been going on as of late. I had just taken some time to think about this before I did a video on it, but I want to read through this article that's on Eurogamer that's written by Matt Wales to go through it, and then I want to give some opinions on the end of it. But basically, as reported by Spanish website Vandal, several former Mercury Steam employees recently took to the internet to query their names being omitted from Metroid Dread's credits, despite being involved in the production of the title. We have this one, Roberto, I'm not going to pronounce your last name because I'll get it wrong, but it says, "I would like to sincerely congratulate the Metroid Dread team for putting out such an outstanding game. I'm not surprised at the quality of the game though, since the amount of talent on that team was through the roof. I know this firsthand because despite not being included in the game's credits, I was part of the team for 8 months. While playing the game, I recognised quite a few assets and environments I worked on, so my work is there. Then I'd like to ask Mercury Steam, why do I not appear in the game's credits? Is this some kind of mistake?" And then we have a 3D cinematic animator, Tiana. I apologies, I'm crap with names, but said, "I am very happy and proud to finally be able to see my work on a project, a job that I did with a great love and enthusiasm. I'm also very proud of the whole team. But it also saddens me to see that I am not reflected in the credits for this work that I did. It's been hard for me to see that they have considered that I should be like this when I keep seeing a lot of animations that I made in every gameplay. Even so, I will continue to feel very proud of my work and very happy to see how people enjoy the game and the creatures that I have the pleasure of giving life to." And then we have somebody else here, a third employee, "Not accrediting the work of the team that puts all the love in the project and effort is very ugly practice." So, Mercury Steam have a policy in place that they specifically state here that developers have to stay at the studio for 25% of more of a project's development time in order to appear in the credits, and sometimes there are exceptions. Now, this isn't the first time that we've seen this kind of thing happen. We know that we've had other companies, and I do go on to state in this report actually by Kotaku originally, that, you know, we had Bethesda and Arcane having issues with that. We've had stuff with the Rockstar and other companies that size as well, and you know, let's call it what it is. It's disgusting practice, right? If somebody's worked on your product, in this case, Metroid Dread, right? Metroid Dread, in my opinion, is a fantastic game, probably game of the year for me, right? However, Mercury Steam not giving these people credit is absolutely disgusting, and there is no way that this should be in place. It doesn't matter if these people have worked on the game for a week, a month, 3 years, right? These are people that have contributed their time and effort to make this product happen. If you've got 3D artists and 3D animators who have been there for 8 months to 10 months, putting all their time into whether it be animations in the backgrounds, animations for the main character, animations for the bosses, it doesn't matter that they're not there the entire time. They've made this product better with their time and their work, and they deserve to be credited in the credits. Simple as that. The fact that Mercury Steam have not done this makes me think, right, okay, well, now that I'm aware of this, now this is a thing and people have called them out, and then they've come out and said, "Oh, you got to work on the project 25%. I don't want to buy products by Mercury Steam, right? This is the thing with the gaming industry, right? If you can't be bothered to treat your employees well, why should I put my time in to buy your product? Simple as that. You know, I take quite a harsh stand on a lot of this stuff when this information comes out, and it turns out in this case it's true. So now, you know, that for me, on a personal level, like, it kind of sours the whole thing with Metroid Dread, because Dread is a fantastic game made by these talented people at Mercury Steam. But from watching a recent podcast, watching the Spawn Wave podcast, a couple of the guys on there were talking about that actually Mercury Steam are terrible to work for. There's a lot of crunch and mismanagement, things like that. That's what they were talking about, and they were saying this, and I'm like, well, that sucks. That really sucks. And on top of this, you've got these people that are missing from the credits. How hard is it to put somebody's name in the credits under, like, you know, 3D animator or whatever, right? I know a lot of people don't watch the credits and skip it, but the whole point of having credits there in the first place is so that people can see that, like, you know, that they've worked on that game. As they mentioned again in the Spawncast, if someone goes to a company to get a new job as a 3D animator and they're like, hey, I worked on Metroid Dread, but that's nowhere to be seen, how do they believe them? And it's just disgusting. Anyone who puts their time in, whether it's people that are runners, people that are animators, the developers, the coders, the art team, all these people, they deserve to be on the end of this. It just frustrates me. I hope that if Nintendo are going to work with Mercury Steam in the future, things change. Because obviously these guys get how to make a Metroid, and this is the problem, right? The people at the company that are making the game, the developers and the artists and all that, right? I'm like, fair play, you guys made a fantastic game, but the actual company itself, the heads of the company, the people that run that place, clearly, you know, get rid of them, change up the work ethic. If people are saying this company's like shit to work for, then something's wrong there. It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating to see this. It's not like these people are asking for pay. None of these people have specifically said about money. They just said, hey, we just want to be credited in the credits for the work that we did. I feel like not doing that is just shitty. Like, there's no other way to describe it. It is shitty. And you can't defend this. I haven't personally seen anyone trying to defend it, but there is no defense for this. It's a simple case of these people have made a product or helped make a product, and they should be rewarded. They should have their name on it. Essentially, is like that, right? They've probably done more work than the higher ups will ever do on the product. And it's just, I'm really frustrated that we've seen this, and you know, it does tar, you know, Metroid Dread in a little bit of bad light, which it doesn't need right now. You know, like, the game's doing well. I want it to continue to do well, and then you got Mercury Steam, who just can't be bothered to put, for arbitrary reasons, can't be bothered to put somebody in the credits. It's just disgusting. And I think going forward, if Nintendo works with them again, I may have to decide, you know, alright, the team might have made this product, but has the studio changed? Have they gotten better? Have things been put into place? Because I don't want to put money towards a company that just treats their employees like shit. And yeah, like, you know, I'd have to probably go online and look to see what it's like as a company. You know, is it a good company to work for? But there's things coming out now where there's like not even that good to work for. In Spain, they're like considered a bit dodge. And if that's the case, then why would I want to support this studio, right? I want to support the people making the games, because obviously Dread was a passion for them. But, you know, essentially having these people be treated the way they're treated, it's just not okay. It's not okay. Like, and this goes for the entire gaming industry. This whole idea that, oh, it's standard. It should not be standard. If you work on a product, you should have your credit in the credits, right? Your name should be there saying what you did. You know, you made the art for the game. It should be artist. Boom, then your name, right? No debate. If you think that otherwise, then you just got a fucked up look at the world. Honestly. That nobody should be disagreeing on this. They should all just be the case of, hey, you worked on the game, you're in it. Simple as that. It's not exactly the happiest video that I've made, but I did think I wanted to just be honest and talk about this, because as far as I'm concerned, this is incredibly frustrating, and yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. And hopefully going forward things change. If Nintendo decides to work with Mercury Steam again, I hope that they kind of force the point that they want everybody into the credits, because bear in mind, this was licensed out to them, that Nintendo can have that kind of power to say, look, if you're going to have people work on this, no matter how long, we want them in the credits. Now, assuming Nintendo gives a shit, obviously, but they might not go back to them after this shitstorm of criticism and this being brought up. But I hope something changes, and I hope that these people that do work there, even if it is for a short period of time, eventually get the names. I mean, patch Metroid. Patch it and stick the credits, put these people in the credits. It's not that hard. The game's a tiny game anyway. Just literally add it. But yeah. Sorry that it's a bit of a rant today, but I feel like I need to make... This needs to be said, and most people need to hear this. Right? And I think everyone can agree that this is shitty business practice. As simple as that. These people who have put their love and time into it do not deserve to be missed off the credits, even if it is just a name on a black screen. And most people will skip them. It's not the point. These people do need to have their names put there. So, Thank you very much for listening and watching as always. If you liked the video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, and hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below as always. And until next video, I will see you then.